Hello. Sorry that it took me a little while to get on here. Hopefully some of you guys will come in and join us. My name is Amy Rizzotto. I am broadcasting to you from the safe harbor of my own home. So we are out here in my backyard on this beautiful, sunny, mostly sunny, 60-ish degree day. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I have a mic on and we're going to get started with the practice. So when you are set up, please go ahead and find a nice tall seat. You can kneel on your shins like I'm about to do, or sit in a cross-legged position that feels comfortable to you. Rest your hands on your legs. Let your eyes close or your gaze soften, and start to tune into your natural breath. First, just noticing your inhales and exhales, not trying to control them or change them. And simply becoming aware of how your breath is showing up for you right here and right now. And from that place of awareness, see if you can begin to slow your breathing down, taking longer inhales and slower exhales. And take 5 more very slow, intentional breaths in full awareness. And with every one of your exhales, see if there's a little tension somewhere in the body that you could let go of. Maybe start in the areas that are most obvious to you: shoulders, jaw, behind the eyes. And let that sense of softening trickle all the way down through your body until you almost feel your body sinking into the floor as your muscles soften around their bones. And we'll take that sense of grounding as a way to find a sense of uplifting on our next inhale. We'll breathe in to sit up as tall as we can, reach through the crown of your head. As you exhale, join your hands together in front of your heart. And take a few moments here to set an intention for your practice, something you'd like to focus on. And together we'll all take a big inhale through the nose and open mouth. Softly blink your eyes open, relax your arms, and find your way in to a wide-legged child's pose. So we'll bring the big toes to touch, knees out to mat's width. Walk your arms out in front of you and bring your forehead to the floor. As you settle in there, I'm going to take just a quick moment to look. It looks like people can hear us. Awesome. So excited. Okay. If you have any troubles, just add to the comment section and I'll try to change the audio so that you can hear it a little bit better. In your wide-legged child's pose, on an inhale, start to walk your hands over to the left, and you must stack your left hand, lean your weight into your right hip, and take a few big breaths into that right side of your rib cage. Okay, inhale, walk your hands back through center and over to the right. Stack your left hand on your right hand. Lean your weight a bit into your left hip. Take a few slow breaths in and complete breaths out. On your next inhale, walk your hands back through center. And as you exhale, rock up to your tabletop position. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. As you inhale, cow pose, lift your head and tailbone. Exhale, cat pose, press the mat away around your spine. And I inhale again to cow pose, head and tailbone lift. Exhale, cat pose. And one more time, inhale. Lift your heart, look up toward the ceiling or sky. Exhale, cat pose. Pull your navel in, puff up between your shoulder blades. And inhale, come back to neutral. Put a slight tuck in your tailbone, draw the belly in, reach your right arm forward and send your left leg back. See if you can keep the arm and leg level with your hips and shoulders. Flex your left foot, turn the left big toe in toward your right inner thigh. Good, take a big inhale in full extension. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, re-extend your arm and leg. Exhale, float the hand and knee down. One cow pose. Inhale, the head and tailbone lift. One cat pose. Exhale, chin to chest, round your spine. Inhale back to neutral. Tuck your tailbone as you exhale slightly and draw the belly in. Second side, left arm forward, right leg back. Hips and shoulders nice and level here. Flex the right foot. Turn your right big toe in toward your left inner thigh. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Last one, inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch in toward your midline. Inhale, re-extend, and as you exhale, float hand and knee down. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, back to neutral. Walk your hands forward about 3 or 4 inches. Tuck your toes. Push your hips back toward your heels. Feel that little stretch on your feet. Take a big breath in. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips up and back. And take a little movement here in this first down dog of your practice. Maybe your low back or your hams feel a little tight. And if they do, you might keep a bend in your knees in your down dogs for your first few, or even throughout the practice if you find that that feels better and brings a little more length to your spine. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, gently walk your feet forward to your hands. Come into a ragdoll toward the front of your mat. Keep some space between your feet. Catch opposite elbows, and with bent knees, sway from side to side. I hope you guys can hear a little bit of the chatter of birds in the background. Inhale to stillness. Exhale, release your elbows. Slowly rise all the way up to standing. Keep your feet about that 2 fist width apart. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, catch your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, pull up on your left arm. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, come back up through center. Switch the grip. Catch your right hand with your left wrist, or excuse me, your right wrist with your left hand, and exhale, side bend to your left. All right, inhale, come back up through center. As you exhale, arms wide as you fold about halfway. Pinch your shoulder blades together here. Inhale, reach through the crown of your head. Press back through your thigh bones. And then exhale, fold, let the arms come down heavy. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to shin bones. Press your palms back. Reach the crown of your head forward. And exhale, fold. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. Keep a little bend in your knees. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, right hand catches left wrist. Inhale, pull up on the left arm. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Switch your grip. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, wingspan wide. Pause halfway. Inhale, reach out through the crown of your head. Push back through your thigh bones. Really firm up the quads. And exhale, fold. Let your arms come down. Inhale, lift halfway. And this time as we exhale, plant your palms, step back, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Once you're down, untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart, hug your elbows in. Exhale, soften back down. Inhale, push your hips to your heels. Stay here in child's pose, or on your next exhale, find your downward facing dog once again. Reconnect to the breath. Steady inhale. Slow, controlled exhale. Big breath in. Full breath out. Take one more big breath. If you're in your child's pose, rise to meet us in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward on an inhale, walk or lightly float to the top of your mat. Come into a flat back. Exhale, fold long over your legs. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Exhale, set your right knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Prana Mudra. Pinch your shoulder blades together as you lift your heart up. Inhale, circle your arms forward and up. Exhale, Prana Mudra. And one more round. Inhale, reach forward and up. Hips sink nice and low. Exhale, Prana Mudra. Inhale, hands down, frame the foot. Exhale, tuck your right toes. Step your left foot back. Inhale, shift forward to the tippy toes. Exhale to the belly or chaturanga this time. Hug your elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in and full breath out. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot steps forward and fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do one more like that. Second side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, set the knee down, untuck those toes. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, Prana Mudra, 3 rounds. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Inhale, sweep forward and up. Exhale, Prana Mudra, tip your head back. One more time. Inhale, big circle. Exhale, draw the elbows down. Inhale, hands down, frame that front foot. Exhale, tuck your left toes, lift the knee. Step back to plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga or to the belly. Keep hugging those elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Take your time. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breaths in and full breaths out. Again, inhale. Exhale. And let's take one more breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Inhale, step your left foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, right foot meets it, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach up. Exhale, Tadasana, relax your arms by your sides. Take a big inhale. Full exhale. Big toes touch. Inhale, chair pose. Arms come up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Tuck your tailbone, scoop the low belly. Big breath in. Exhale, twist to your right. Hook your left elbow outside that right knee. Inhale, come back to center and tap your thumbs to the center of your chest. Exhale, twist to your left, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, back to center, tap the thumbs. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back to center. Maybe sit a little bit lower. Exhale, twist right. This is our last. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, step back or float back. Landing with bent elbows. If you jump, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, peel open the hip. Take 3 giant circles. Drop the right knee down, up and around. Down, up and around. Down, up and around. As you inhale, straighten your right leg, level your hips. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps forward. Inhale, open twist, right arm up. This is my ode to Yoga Steve. On your next exhale with nice strong legs, hug your outer hips in, rise up to your high lunge twist. So those of you who know Yoga Steve know what's coming next. On your next inhale, sweep your right arm forward and up, high lunge. As you exhale, power lunge, as I call it, reach forward and hover your chest over that right thigh. Inhale, come back up, high lunge. Exhale, open twist to your right. Right hand back, left hand forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, power lunge. Your legs don't change. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, power lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, high lunge. Last one, exhale, power lunge. Hold here for 3, 2 on one, hands come down, step back, chaturanga or straight to your downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, peel open the hip. Take 3 giant circles. Drop the knee down, up and around. Down, up and around. Down, up and around. Inhale, straighten your left leg, level your hips. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, open twist, left arm comes up and really firm the back leg. Hug your outer hips in so you're magnetizing your inner thighs together. On your next exhale, high lunge twist. Body's turned toward that long left edge of your mat and the shoulders are right over your hips. Okay, inhale, high lunge, left arm sweeps forward. Exhale, power lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, power lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, power lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, power lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, power lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist to your left. Last one, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, power lunge. Hold for 3, 2, back leg strong for 1. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog if you're flowing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. So coming toward the back of your mat for a forward fold. You can always go back to ragdoll, holding opposite elbows, or Padangusthasana. We bind the big toes with peace fingers. Bend your knees. Inhale, look forward to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Let your head be heavy. If you can straighten your legs here, go ahead and do so. If that feels tender in your upper hamstrings, so where your hamstrings meet the underside of your glutes, then just ease off and bend your knees a bit. Let your head be heavy and maybe give it a little nod, yes, and shake, no. Big breath in. Full breath out. Release that bind. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, walk your hands forward, downward facing dog, hips up and back, heels root down heavy. Big toes touch. Inhale, float the right leg up. As you exhale, warrior 2, right foot steps forward, left heel spins down, circle the arms up. So if you feel like you're in front of that ankle with that right knee, inch your right toes forward and come a little bit lower. You want your right knee directly over the ankle. The arms are strong, but the shoulders are soft. Gaze over right middle finger. And keep looking at that right hand. Flip your palm up toward the ceiling or sky. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach back. Left hand weightless on this back leg, so you might even take a little half bind here. Wrap it behind you. Actively reaching right palm up and away from right hip. One more big inhale. As you exhale, come back to your extended side angle, or come to your extended side angle. Left arm reaching forward, bicep by the ear. And from here, I want everybody to have their right elbow on their right knee to start out with. And if it's available to you, you're going to start to straighten out that right arm. Use the strength of this right arm to help open up the right hip, pressing your knee toward the pinky toe side of your foot. Hug your right hip in. Maybe even slide your right hand all the way down to the inside of that foot without losing the length on either side of your torso. Spiral your heart up toward the ceiling. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, bring both hands down to a low lunge, frame your foot. Inhale, open twist, sweep your right arm up, look to that right hand and breathe. Take 3 big inhales and 3 full exhales. Breathing in and breathing out. And one more big breath and reach up through that right hand. As you exhale, bring it down, step back, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in and deep breath out. Big toes touch. Inhale, the left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, warrior two, step forward. Spin your right heel down and circle your arms out wide. Inch your left toes forward and come as low as you can into that lunge. Steady gaze over the left middle finger and shoulders soften away from the ears. And find your breath. And keep looking at your left hand. Flip your palm up toward the ceiling or sky. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Right hand light wherever it lands. Maybe that little half bind helps you out here, keeping the right arm weightless. Stay committed to the bend in your front knee. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Start with your left elbow at the knee. Sweep your right arm forward, bicep by the ear. If and when it's available to you, and that might be today or it might be another day, start to straighten out your left arm. Use the strength of that left shoulder for leverage. Push back into the knee, open the hip. Squeeze your left glutes to tuck that left hip under your body, and then maybe start to slide your left hand down inside your left foot. Both sides of the waist stay long, right arm still reaching actively away from right heel. Now rotate your heart toward the ceiling or sky. Look toward that right wrist. Take one more big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, come down to your low lunge. Frame out your left foot, pivot to the ball of your back. Exhale, open up to an easy twist. And then inhale, slowly bring your left hand back down. Exhale, step back, chaturanga or down dog. Inhale, up dog if you're flowing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now in this downward facing dog, you're welcome to drop down to the knees and take child's pose. Find a little moment or two to pause and reconnect to your breath. Or if you want a little more challenge and a little more playtime, you might come onto your forearms. Elbows no wider than the shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide, or you might hook your right thumb on top of your left thumb for a little extra grip. Look forward to your fingertips. Start to walk your feet forward. You might do some dolphin dives, going forward and backward. And you might pause, lift one leg, and start to take a couple hops toward your forearm stand. We'll see if I can get it for you guys here. So keep looking forward, keep pressing the mat away, and keep playing with it wherever you are. Breathing for 3, 2, on 1, downward facing dog. We'll all meet there. Big breath in and full breath out. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step forward to your low lunge. Shift your weight into that right foot. And as you inhale, we're going to come into standing splits. So your left heel reaches up. You might want to walk your hands forward. Give yourself a little more balance here. And yogi's choice to open or square the hips. If you open the hips, you can really reach through that left heel. And you're welcome to stay here or start to walk your hands back toward the foot. You might catch that right ankle with your left hand and match with your right hand. Use the strength of your arms to pull your face toward that right big toe, looking at it as your gaze point, your drizzy. And take one more big inhale. As you exhale, use your hands to help guide your left knee down to that outer right heel. Seated spinal twist, we sit to the inside of the left foot. Right knee still pointing up toward the ceiling. If this is too much, straighten out your bottom leg. Take the half variation, right arm cycles behind the back. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, twist to your right. Hook your left elbow outside the knee. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, twist, look back over your right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And one more time, big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, slowly unwind. Walk your hands outside your left hip. Take a little counter fold. Inhale, slowly rise up. And as you exhale, Navasana boat pose. So we'll float our shin bones up parallel to the ground. Reach the hands forward. Sit nice and tall. Pinch your shoulder blades together. You can keep your knees bent or straighten out your legs. We're just going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Cross your ankles, rock forward. Plant your palms in either step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big toes touch. Inhale, the left leg lifts. As you exhale, step forward to your low lunge. And then as you inhale, launch into that standing split. So the hands might walk forward here. That hip might roll open and the right toes can reach up higher. As you start to feel more steady, walk your hands back toward the left foot. You might catch with your right hand on the left ankle and then match with your left. Pull with your arms, nose toward big toe, gaze at big toe. Right heel reaching so those glutes are strong, working hard. Nice steady breath if you can find it here. Take one more inhale, lift that right heel a little bit higher. As you exhale, use your hands to help guide your right knee to your outer left foot. Sit to the inside of your right foot. So I'll show you the full variation here, but once again, if you need to, you can straighten out that right leg. Left arm cycles behind the back, right arm reaches up, big inhale. Exhale, hook the elbow and twist. Look back over your left shoulder. So there's a few different options to bind here. If you're doing this as a home practice and you want to revisit this video at any point, or if you want to go back to this later, the one bind that you can take is to thread this right arm through the left leg, reach around with your left hand, and try to catch your left hand with your right. So sit really tall if you get that bind and keep twisting. And the other option is that this right arm actually hooks in front of the left shin bone. It's a really funky hook for the elbow. I don't know if you can see it with this dark shirt and dark pants, but then same thing, left arm wraps behind you and you're trying to sit as tall as you can. This can feel a little odd on the flesh of your right bicep. Take one more big inhale wherever you are and one more big exhale to twist. Unwind, walk both hands outside your right hip. Take a little counter fold. Inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, unwind your legs to Navasana, boat pose. So second and final round, knees bent or legs straight. This time we're going to catch behind your thighs. So whether the knees are bent or the legs are straight, you're going to use the strength of your arms. Recruit that strength to sit up taller. Lift your heart. Pinch your shoulder blades together on your back. Notice how close your belly is to your thighs right now, and then try and keep that distance the same as you reach your arms forward. 3, 2, on 1, catch behind your thighs. Pull in, see if you can sit a little bit taller. Feel that tension. Try and keep it. Hip flexors working so hard. Reach forward. Try not to lose it. 3, 2, 1, catch behind your thighs. See if you can sit a little bit taller. Point your toes if the legs are straight. Squeeze with the arms and then let them go. Try not to dip back too far. 3, 2, on 1, cross your ankles, rock forward, plant your palms, step or float back. Chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big cleansing breath. Inhale. Open mouth. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, float the right leg up and back. As you exhale, resting half pigeon, right knee to outer wrist. Slide your left leg back, untuck your toes. Take a moment here to settle your weight evenly between the sides of your pelvis. And when you feel ready, walk your arms forward. If for any reason this bothers that right knee, another variation you can take is a seated pigeon pose. So you'll swing the left foot forward for this one, plant your right foot flat, hands come behind the hips, and your left ankle is going to hook on top of your right knee. So I'm going to stay in this one and show you guys it. And most of you know that resting half pigeon or are familiar with it. And so for this one, as your hips start to open, you walk your hands in toward your seat, walk your seat in toward your right heel, press your left knee forward and keep lifting up through the spine. And a few more nice, slow, steady breaths. If you're currently in your resting half pigeon, start to rise back up. And if you're in the seated pigeon, scoot your hands back and unhook that left ankle. We're all going to meet on our seat with the right shin bone forward. And then you're going to swing that left leg forward if you're in your resting half pigeon so that we can all come in to revolve Janu Shirshasana. Sole of right foot to your inner left thigh. Push your left heel forward. Drop your left arm down, palm face up inside the left leg. Reach your right arm up and overhead toward that left foot. Maybe you catch the foot. If you do, try to catch it on the outside. And if you catch the foot, reach your left hand across for your right knee. Use it for leverage to pull your left shoulder through and rotate your heart up. I'm going to take one more big inhale. Maybe twist a little deeper as you exhale. Inhale, slowly unwind, rise up. And as you exhale, we'll once again cross the ankles, rock forward, plant the palms in either step, or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big toes touch. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, resting half pigeon or seated pigeon. So if you're going into the resting variation, work that right leg back. Take a moment to set up and then fold forward as low as you can go. If you're taking your seated pigeon, sweep the right leg forward and then bend your left knee, plant the foot, hands behind your hips, hook your right ankle on the left knee, walk your hands forward, scooch bum toward heel, heel toward bum, and getting your whole body kind of as close together as possible in this shape, and then pressing your right knee forward as the foot is flexed. Lift your heart up, draw your shoulder heads back. Big breaths. Take one more deep breath in. And one more slow breath out. If you're in resting half pigeon, slowly start to walk your hands back and rise up, sweeping that right leg forward. And the rest of us seated will gently unhook that right ankle. And we'll all extend out the right leg this time. The left knee stays bent, revolve Janu Shirshasana. So you might have to take a moment to kind of wiggle into it. Drop the right arm down, palm face up. Reach your left arm up and overhead toward or all the way to that right foot. If you catch it, try and catch it on the outside edge. And then if you catch the bind, reach your right hand across for your left knee. Use that right arm for leverage. Roll your heart back. Look up toward the ceiling or sky. And breathe into that very deep side body and lower back stretch. Take one more big breath in. Twist a little deeper as you breathe out. And inhale, slowly unwind. This time we'll extend the left leg forward to meet the right foot, both feet flexed. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. So if, like me, your back is really rounding here, bend your knees. Reach forward, belly on thighs. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown of your head. And exhale, pull with your arms toward the feet. And then slowly over time, you might walk your heels forward, keeping your belly in contact with your thighs. And tuck your chin slightly toward your chest so the cervical spine stays long. And one more big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, slowly rise up. As you exhale, bring the soles of your feet together for sleeping turtle pose. We want about 2 feet, maybe a little more, in between the heels and groin. Your wrists slide under your ankles, cup the tops of your feet. And pull your hands against the tops of your feet and try to bring the crown of your head to your heels or your big toe mounds. A nice decompression pose for the low back. And some of you have variations here. I'm not going to demonstrate Karmasana because my hamstrings don't want to right now. But if that's in your practice, you can take your arms down and you'll sweep them back. And then you'd start to straighten out your legs. I'll kind of show you how you would come into it without going all the way. You widen your feet out to mat's width, flex your feet, and then you'd wiggle your heels forward here and your palms flat down until eventually your legs are straight and your chest is down in between your legs. And so wherever you need to be right now, be and breathe. And from here, we're making our way back to a downward facing dog through one more vinyasa. And you have a couple options. So you can just unwind your arms, crisscross your ankles, and rock forward, jump back, or step back, just like we've done now a few times in the practice. Or you can stay tucked under, so kind of working your elbows back under your thighs, and then you'll walk your hands in. I know it feels kind of funny. You might do a little playtime here, kicking your feet up and down on the arms. Keeping your hands shoulder width apart, you're going to push down and lift your butt up off the ground. Maybe straighten out your legs, point the toes, Titibhasana. Maybe sweep your feet back, pull your heels together and climb up to Bakasana, crow pose, looking forward. And then maybe jump back. Chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Cleansing breath out. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, walk or float through onto your seat. Take your legs out long in front of you. Reach your arms forward. Take a big inhale. Sit tall in your staff pose. And as you exhale, very slowly roll all the way down. I'm going to move my little mic setup to your back. And once we're down here, we'll bend the knees, plant the feet. Walk your heels in so they're nice and close to your sit bones. 2 rounds of back bends. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up. Tuck your shoulders under. Interlace your fingers and press your forearms down into the floor. Squeeze from your glutes and squeeze your inner thighs toward the midline without letting your knees touch. See if you can traction your heels back toward your hip sockets and get the hamstrings to fire as well. And take one more breath, rising up. And as you exhale, slowly lower down, release your hands, relax your shoulders. You're welcome to stick with bridge pose, or if wheel poses in your practice, heels nice and tight to the sit bones, hands flip overhead, fingertips face heels, and on an inhale, you press all the way up. And hopefully I don't disconnect my mic when I do this. Gaze in between your hands, maybe straighten out your arm bones, maybe press more through the feet, lift the hips, lift the front ribs. Take a big inhale, exhale, chin to your chest, and slow and controlled lower down. Once you're down, tuck your knees into your chest. Nice tight squeeze. Rock side to side or hold in stillness as you reconnect to your breath. And inhale, find stillness. As you exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Lift your legs straight up in the air. You're welcome to stay here and bring your hands under your low back or a block or blanket or pillow if you have one. And we take legs up the wall. If you are near a wall, please, by all means, use it to take the full-blown, very relaxing variation. Or shoulder stand. You'll take your legs up and overhead to plow pose. Hands come to your low back. Legs lift up into the air and you walk your elbows in and tuck your shoulders under just like you do in your bridge pose. And so this one might kind of interfere with the mic a little bit, but if you feel nice and steady here, you can keep one hand on the lower back and maybe slide the other hand up your leg. Half candlestick pose. And then you might bring that hand back to the low back and switch sides, slide your other hand up the other leg. Only if you feel steady. And then bring your hand down, maybe lift up a little bit higher. And if you want to bring your legs into butterfly, soles of feet together, knees wide. And press your knees forward as you spin the soles of your feet toward your face a bit. Open up the groin. On an inhale, bring your legs back and over your head, plow pose. You can stay here or deaf man's pose. Knees hug the outer ears or rest lightly on the forehead. And using your arms and abs as brakes, roll down one vertebrae at a time to Matsyasana, fish pose. Once your heels come down, tuck your hands underneath your sit bones, prop up under your forearms, walk your elbows in, lift your heart up, inhale, drop your head back, exhale, 3 lion's breaths, big breaths in through the nose. If you'd like, tongue out as you exhale. Breath in, let it go. Again, biggest breath in, fullest breath out. Chin to your chest, lift your head, come all the way down to your back. Tuck your knees in, give yourself a squeeze, and take your arms to a cactus shape. Drop your knees to the right, turn your head to the left, and soften spinal twist. If you have another variation in your legs, please feel free to take it. On an inhale, come back through center, and as you exhale, drop your knees to the left, turn your head to the right, and soften. Inhale back to center. Give yourself one final squeeze. And as you exhale, either stretch out for Savasana or catch a ride up and set up for your headstand, only if that's in your practice. Let your arms relax by your sides, palms face up. If you're coming into Shavasana, and we'll be here for a little while. If you'd like to stay longer than I keep us here, by all means, stay. And see if in Savasana, once you get there, if you're practicing headstand still, you can practice a sense of detached awareness. So as if your awareness were a radar searching through your body, scanning from head to toes and toes to head, aware of all the subtle sensations vibrating and buzzing within the walls of your skin, but not becoming attached to any one particular sensation, any one particular thought or feeling that comes up. Just noticing the field of what is there right now in this moment. And just allow your awareness to be that radar, sweeping back and forth, up and down, in and out through all the layers of your being, all the nooks and crannies. If you notice the mind wandering, becoming attached to any thoughts, any worries, see if you can come back to that sensation of allowing your awareness to sweep throughout your body. And very slowly start to deepen your breath. Inviting longer inhales and slower exhales. And gently awaken the body with some easy movement, wiggling fingertips and toes. And rolling wrists and ankles. And turning your head from side to side. When you're ready, gather your knees into your chest. Give yourself a loving squeeze. Thank your body for all that it does. And roll over to your left side. Pause for a moment there. And on an inhale, gently find your way up to your seat. We'll meet sitting nice and tall. Hands joined together at heart center. Eyes closed or gaze soft. 3 breaths in community. Take a big inhale. Slow exhale. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Biggest inhale. Slowest exhale. And bow forward, sealing your practice, honoring any intention, and wishing all beings everywhere live happy, healthy, and safe from harm. Namaste. Deep bow. And thank you everyone so much for joining. I really hope you have a beautiful rest of your evening. We'll be adding more classes to the live stream schedule this week as different opportunities come up with teachers. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and tell your friends to subscribe as well. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Peace.